Due to the graphic content of certain portions of the following program, viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Howdy, listeners, and welcome to Hello Shite, the Bad Culture podcast, in which we'll be trying to polish culture's biggest turds. Or, if we can't do that, at least spray them liberally with Febreze mist and present them in a slightly jaunty hat. My name is E.O. Higgins, and I'm joined, as always, by the cult occultist and my own personal demon. It's Mr. Mark Green!
Your mother sucks cocks in hell! News.
We are actually keeping it then, are we?
I like it.
Okay, that's fine. We've got quite a lot to get through today in this pre-section, as we know it.
Not the post section.
The pre-section.
The pre-section.
We have changed the Hello Shite superfan.
We have, we got a new one.
We have. The Mighty Cleft on Twitter is now our Hello Shite superfan. So outgoing superfan Charlie Rivers, she's obviously going to be livid.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we going to send her a mug?
Well, I think we should really. She has been quite supportive.
Okay, let's.
And she may leave us alone if we pay her off.
Yeah, I'm also quite scared of her. So, so I put my poll out again on Twitter, as you know, Mark.
Ooh!
This time I asked people to name the episode. What should it be called today? Bearing in mind it's a paranormal based episode of Shite.
Yeah, well, when you say ask, you gave them 4 options there to choose from.
Well, I did, but then they came back with better responses.
Yeah, fair enough then.
So what we came out with was Shite of the Living Dead.
Not bad.
Yeah. Fright Shite.
I like that one.
You wrote that one, didn't you?
Yeah, that's one of mine.
Long Dark Shite of the Soul.
I've had a few of those in my time.
Nice. What a lovely image. Dead of Shite.
Not bad either.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. Did you come up with that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Shite of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
In fact, all 3 of them, apart from the one that's winning.
Sorry, the one I chose was the best one, right?
Well, it's not over
and you're
yet. The poll is still running.
And you're the marketing expert.
Am I? Yeah.
Well, you know.
I think in this group, possibly I am. But
well, the word expert is bandied around quite frequently here because it's literally, can you do that? Well, that makes you the expert.
Yeah, I think that is it.
Are you getting an up-to-date poll?
I am. Here we go. Here's my poll as it stands.
Poll update.
Oh, God. Okay. So Shite of the Living Dead is currently on 33%.
Yeah, loser.
Fright Shite is on 34%.
Good man.
Way back down there, Long Darkness Shite of the Soul, 9%.
9, yeah.
And the Dead of Shite is on 24%.
So I'm a winner.
Yeah. So thank you everyone that got involved there. Mm-hmm. We also had some people giving us what they think it should be called.
Yeah, there's some good ones in there. I quite liked a few of those, yeah.
Rachel Gamble got in contact and said she would prefer it to be called It Was a Dark and Stormy Shite.
Nice.
It's not bad, is it?
That's alright, yeah.
Comedy writer and horror writer, Mr. Johnny Maines, got involved, and he came out with You Missed Out a Shite Mare on Shite Street.
No, that one's good.
You like
That's
that?
really good, yeah.
He comes up with a better one later.
Oh, okay.
Lulu Hell.
From Hell?
Don't know. She went with Hauntingly Fake. I think she's under... Might miss
the point of this a little bit. as everything else has got the word shite in it. But never mind, you gave it a go.
Stu D came in with Gob Shite Night.
Stu D, is he a club DJ?
Yeah, he must be with a call him that.
Oh, hang on, isn't that Stud?
Oh, that's clever, isn't it?
Yeah, see what he's done there?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
No.
Well, I pointed out that's every night. Johnny Maines came back with, and this is his, I think this is the best one. Right. The Shiting instead of the Shining.
Yeah.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah. So what we're going to go with then?
Well, whatever the poll suggests.
So my one then.
So that's that. But also we had some people asking us to review things.
Yep.
Peter Davidson.
Sorry, can I stop you, Ed?
Yep.
Did anyone recommend Pacific fucking Heat?
No, this week's not.
God, the message has got through finally.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Peter Davidson asked us to review Whizbit. Do you remember Whizbit?
This is the way.
That's the sort of thing.
Yeah. Paul Daniels.
What was that about? I remember him being a sort of carrot-shaped.
Whizbit was a little bit. I think something like that.
Yeah, I remember.
He was a triangle-based character, I think, wasn't he?
Yeah. Whizbit grew about 3 foot tall.
That's it. Yeah. Paul Daniels. I'm sure Paul Daniels had something to do with that.
He was. I think he was even in the Whizbit costume.
I think he might well have been actually. I saw him once in Weymouth, filming a piece to camera, because obviously I used to work in TV,
Yeah.
and he was standing on a box.
Oh. They know he's short.
I know, it's a bit unfair, really, isn't it?
Oh.
And they put him up against.
We want to make you look like a dick.
They put him up
Stand on a box.
next to some railings as well, which would make, if you're average height, it's fine, but when you're 3 foot tall, you're very small.
We're also performing a vital public service. A man called...
How's that exactly?
Well, I mean, it does sound unlikely, doesn't it? Yeah, but a man called the Hounds of Tsar on Twitter.
Sounds totally
no,
adjusted.
That's his real name.
Yeah, sounds totally adjusted.
Yeah.
Did he email us from prison?
I don't know. But he said we have reunited him with the Chris Needham documentary after 25 years of searching.
All we had to do was ask you to borrow the video that your mum nearly taped over.
Yeah. She did tape over one of them.
Yeah, she did.
Had to get a replacement.
What, mother?
Yeah. Wasn't standing for that.
No, damn right. You videoed over my shit, mum. You're out.
All right, that's the post. We've done the post now. So
Okay.
would you like to tell the listeners?
Yeah. And we can say listeners now with some confidence as well, which is unbelievable.
At least more than 4 people listening.
Exactly.
To this,
So this week we're looking into the awful TV show that is most haunted.
Yeah.
I hate this show. I really.
But specifically,
really hate
we're
it.
looking at the Bodmin Jail.
Yes, it's series 6, episode 1. If you want to get dated.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, there is a specific reason why I chose this one.
Yes.
But we'll come into that later.
Thank you very much.
Overall, Mark, did you enjoy it?
I think it's that was a long sigh.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
The thing is,
so is this actually something you didn't like?
No, well,
Are we
the thing-
getting back on track?
I like it in some level because it's awful, but at the same time, when I was watching it, I think, hang on a minute, I've seen this bit before.
Yeah.
And it just seemed to be a continuous loop of a group of women in a room
Yeah.
getting scared in the dark
Yeah.
and then pretending they've heard something.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I mean, there's funny bits
Is that
in there.
wind?
Yeah, well.
Yes, it is.
And the rain's like following me. And,
Yeah, that was a bloke.
oh, no, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's the rain following us.
Yeah, I never got that.
it isn't.
And like the rain's like louder when I listen for it,
Yeah.
but when I'm not listening for it, it's quieter.
It's a good episode.
It
It's a
is,
strong
yeah.
episode.
It
I
is.
mean, it's really boring in the middle, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
There's a
The
bit
beginning and the
good.
end are fine.
So it starts with Beth, resplendent in her black puffer jacket,
Yes.
intoning gravely to camera. This ruined prison has seen many a death sentence carried out. The building was once dark, damp, rat-infested, and full of pain, misery, and death.
Let's not scare the listeners too much early on, Ed.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Mark?
I'm terrified.
Yeah.
So Yvette seems to waddle down the hill in a sort of a massive puffer jacket.
Yeah.
And very strange trousers and very small feet. So she looks a little bit like the Michelin Man at this stage.
Yes, it doesn't look good. And she carries on. How many of the felons murdered here will have retained a grudge? And how many will be here tonight?
Oh, well, can I make a guess at the number here? None.
Yeah, I've seen the show before.
Yeah.
Probably none, isn't it?
Well, considering this is Series 6, Episode 1,
Yeah.
and yet they still haven't actually proved anything, I'm thinking they're not actually good at doing
They've
this.
convinced a few people. One of those people being historian Richard Felix. He's...
Yeah, how can you be an historian but be convinced by effectively nothing?
I don't know. Do you remember him? He's got the hangdog look that he's...
Yeah, the guy with the wandering hand syndrome.
Yeah, that's him, yeah.
We'll come to him later,
Yeah.
Mr. Felix. Sorry.
Nice. He's had a strange look in his eye.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
seen many unusual preternatural things.
He
and,
might-
and in fairness, he does work with Derek.
Yeah,
So,
and maybe he spent time in prison himself.
Oh, is that? Oh, really?
I'm just guessing. I don't know. He seemed to be quite comfortable in that environment.
He says, "I just walked into the gates, and I know exactly how much terror, pain, and death, really ladling on,
Yeah.
went on in this place."
Yeah.
And that's fair enough because he's a historian. So
Yeah.
You're
Well,
thinking.
You've researched it.
Yeah.
You've got historical facts.
That's it.
You've gone to the library. You've
He's
gone
got
through all the
he's got
documents.
records, he's
Yeah,
got the names, the
absolutely,
numbers.
Yeah.
But then he qualifies this statement with, "And I know exactly how much of that will be recorded in the stone fabric of the walls."
Oh dear.
So he's a
dear.
nutbag there.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So you've come along as a creditable person and immediately gone, actually, I believe in this stuff.
Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Where did you find a spiritualist historian? There can't be many of them around.
He must have a good LinkedIn profile.
The reason I got interested in history was because I kept being spoken to by ghosts.
Yes, yeah. They kept telling me facts, historical facts, yeah.
I should point out that whilst he's saying these terribly dark things, there is a panning shot of the front of the jail in which you can clearly see an A board ominously advertising scones in the tea room.
Scones of the devil.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Then we meet parapsychologist Dr. Kieran O'Keefe.
Doctor, really?
Yeah, I think, yes.
I wonder if he got that doctorate from the internet somewhere.
He turns up looking a bit like Oliver Cromwell's death mask.
Nice.
And immediately sets about telling people that they haven't got telling Yvette that they haven't got enough people to do the job properly.
He's very much the trade unionist of the parapsychology world, I think, Ed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Former of the world.
Tools down, lads. Tools down. There ain't enough people on the job.
Forward planning on this episode hasn't been amazing.
No. Well, no, it's strange enough. Derek's forward planning, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. The one they keep claiming doesn't have any forward planning.
No.
Yvette raises the sticky issue of maybe there might be some cold temperatures.
What, in the building that's exposed to the outside because it doesn't have a roof because it's been there since the
ruined
17th
jail
century?
that she's staring at.
Yeah. Might be a little bit cold in there.
O'Keefe confirms, yeah, it might get chilly.
Yeah.
He's earning his money.
He is, yeah.
And finally, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Derek Acora arrives.
Yes.
The governor.
I had to turn the TV contrast down a little bit when he appeared on the screen.
Now, as the voiceover makes clear, he's been given no prior information.
Definitely not.
About where today's investigation is taking place.
Question, Ed, how did he get there if he had no prior information?
I think someone drove him there.
Was
but
it a psychic taxi?
Even then, surely the big welcome to Bodmin sign might have given him a bit of a clue.
Yeah.
Sitting there with it. I wonder, actually, while we're on air, let's see if you put in Bodmin ghosts into the internet, what comes up?
I'll do that now immediately.
Okay.
Give me a second to warm the computer up.
Yeah. Okay, Mark, what have you got for me?
Okay, so Bodmin jail, ghost. Pretty much everywhere, really.
So say he's sitting in the back of that car with his phone.
Yeah.
And he sees the Bodmin sign flash by.
Yeah.
How long do you think that would take?
What you haven't reckoned here, this is Bodmin. 4G's not very good there, my friend.
No, okay.
You know.
Enough. Well,
he would have to do it way before then.
In fairness, both psychics, there's two psychics turn up in this, and neither of them do very good work.
Not really, no.
So obviously, they're a bit of a problem.
Derek's better value for money from an entertainment perspective, though, isn't he?
Yeah, certainly is. The other guy's just a bit miserable looking.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's wearing a leather coat.
Yeah, and I think he might be in leathers.
Yeah,
that's true, actually. Yeah, quite a tall chap. Yeah.
David Wells. Anyway. Okay, so Dell wastes no time. And standing in the jail in front of Yvette and Kieran. I love the fact Kieran just wanders around with a clipboard. Do you think he's just drawing penises on that? What are you writing down there exactly?
Make funny noise now.
Yeah. What time did you tell me to go and slam that door?
Yeah.
So he spends no time. He wastes no time, and he starts talking in conversation with Sam. His Ethiopian warrior spirit guide.
Yep. We've all got one of those.
Yeah. Sam, wasn't that the name of the guy from Ghost? I think it's short for something else.
Okay, right, fair enough.
He calls him Sam.
Sam.
So actually, obviously, what it mainly looks like is a Scouse bloke with a fake tan and too much hair gel.
Yeah.
Just having a sort of angry shouting session with himself.
He does really.
What's that, Sam? Sam!
If he wasn't in the most haunted setting, he'd be like, almost like a drunk on the street.
Jesus, just avoid that bloke. Don't make eye contact.
Yeah, don't go near
make
him.
eye contact.
So I have met Derek Acora.
Hey! This is amazing. Where was he?
So he was in Stevenage Town Centre. Obviously a big moment in his life. He
had
a...
what are you doing there?
Well, he had a book being released.
Right.
So...
you specifically popped down?
Well, no, I was walking past on my lunch break.
Yeah.
And I saw him outside Ottica's, I think it was.
Yeah.
When it wasn't... Well, that's gone now, but anyway, that's not the point. And he was outside having a cigarette. I thought, hell, it's Derek Acora. Fantastic. I'm going to have to go over and just have a chat with him. Because I've watched Most Haunted a lot then. And I was fascinated by it at the time. Then I just got bored, honestly, after the first series. But anyway, I went in and got my book signed in, had a quick chat with him and stuff like that. And he seemed all right.
Did he tell you anything about ghosts or anything? Did he tell you anything psychic?
Not really, no. Because I paid for the book, I got a signature, and I think that was all he was interested in, really.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, and smoking a cheeky Rothmans outside as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, much like Brian Harvey.
Who was behind in the queue? Tony Mortimer?
Yes. Yeah, Tony was in there. Yeah.
You should put the band back together, mate.
Yeah, yes.
I'll be your manager.
Yeah. I'll take 50%.
Okay, so Derek immediately tells us that there is a spirit man who has been housed in the jail, his words, and after committing a murder.
Yep.
And subsequently been hanged.
Now, Derek, and this was very accurate.
He was
with
very
all
good
of the
here,
facts,
wasn't he?
pretty much, wasn't he?
He was.
He was bang on the money.
And he says he's bitter.
Yes.
That's an important point.
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
It's pretty compelling stuff, Mark.
Yeah. No, it is.
Yeah.
And Sam's pretty good at getting the dates absolutely accurate.
He got
as well.
the exact right date, didn't he?
He did, didn't he?
And the name he comes up with, the ghost, is called William Lightfoot.
Yep.
Who is a highwayman that was sent there for execution.
Yep.
And there is a historical record.
There is, and he also came up with the date he died, which was February 13th, was it?
Oh,
on the hanging side.
I didn't remember that bit.
Yeah, well, there was 2 dates mentioned on the screen. There was one February 5th or something, and that related.
What's that, Sam?
Yeah.
A1840. It's just like, in what way is Sam talking to you?
Now, you see, I have played this recording back, and
Yeah.
you can hear the sound of an old-fashioned Nokia as the message is received. So I'm not entirely sure it's real.
William Lightfoot, that's a pretty good name for a highwayman, isn't it?
A dandy highwayman, yeah.
I'll be up for that. It's pretty uncanny. And you know, aside from a hasty search on the internet on his phone in the car on the way there, there is no human way a caller could have come up with that information.
No way, he just plucked it out of the air.
It's amazing.
Genius.
Derek is led off to another part of the jail.
These are the cells, aren't they, I believe?
Yes, it is.
And they've got some stock, just to set the scene a little bit, there's 6 or 7 cells, all a bit dilapidated and stuff like that. None of them have boards outside to explain what was in the cell. That's important to say. In fact, they all had. And there was the headstock as well. That was in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
That becomes quite important at some stage.
Which room was it? Asked Kieran. Derek is able to show him.
Exactly. The one next to the biggest plaque. To be fair to Derek, they have covered over the plaque with a piece of paper. You can see the sellotape. And in the cell, they've got the mannequins as well, haven't they?
Yes.
They're in the background somewhere.
I think they kind of explain what's happened there as well.
Yeah.
So he starts gibbering at this point. This is a beautiful moment.
Yeah, it is.
And then he points at the cell door and goes, "Oh, there's a terrible negative atmosphere in there."
Yeah.
And it's the obligatory moment then that somewhere off camera a door closes and a vet like she does every episode I've watched now.
Yeah, pretty much any noise she pisses her pants.
The sound of someone throws a piece of plastic at her later as well.
No, a hot piece of plastic.
And then suddenly Sam's got another live one.
Yes.
Although that's not strictly an accurate statement of fact there. Derek is twitching again.
Yeah.
Fortunately, his assiduously gelled hair remains unmoved at all times.
It does, yeah.
Do you remember this bit, Mark?
I do, yeah. This is where he makes contact with a South African.
That's right.
And I think you have some information to reveal about this, Ed, as well, don't you?
I'm going to wait until the end.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
This bit is amazing.
So he contacts is it Keith or a Kaffer?
His name's what's his name? I'm not sure he gives him the name here.
Gives it something like Rafe Kaffer.
It's Creed Kaffer.
That's it, Creed Kaffer. Yeah.
But I don't think he said this bit. I thought they
Strangely enough, the history books did not remember this man at all. No. There's never been a South African jailed there.
Well, yeah, you know those history books. Who are you going to be? The history books?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or a scouse bloke gibbering.
Yes. Well, he gets quite angry at this stage.
This is a brilliant bit because he gets possessed by this angry spirit of the South African.
Yeah.
And he starts snorting like a Shire horse.
He does.
And then lashing out in an uncontrollable frenzy.
Yeah.
And then, as a terrifying finale, he literally overturns a small cardboard box.
Yes. Oh, he's punched the stocks by this stage. Don't forget that as well. Yeah. But
and everyone else is wondering, like,
Derek's gone again.
Many of the crew appear in an effort to calm the clearly dazed Derek. Vet's voiceover. Derek's violent outburst from a South African jailer has left him drained and nauseous.
Yeah.
So a bit like most of the viewers, probably.
Yeah, by this stage, yeah. Either that or he'd applied too much fake tan, and it was actually chemically imbalancing him. I'm not entirely sure. So, Ed, how do you think they got him out of his possessed moment?
Oh, I can't remember this. What?
It's a hug.
Oh, there you go.
He gets one of the crew members to come along and give him a hug.
Yeah, I bet he does.
Derek, it's all right. It's all right, Derek. It's all right.
Stop rubbing your crotch on me, Derek.
Yes. Derek,
it's not me, it's the jailer. So then we meet with the much less fun psychic medium,
Yes.
David Wells.
David Wells, yes.
He's got all the unconvincingness of Derek without any of the showmanship.
All charisma.
Yeah. His hair and clothes are just a little bit everyman.
He's a little bit CNA, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
He's not,
I know. If I wanted a medium to come and mediumise me,
Yeah.
I know who I'd definitely book in this scenario.
Yeah.
It'd be Okora every day.
Okora.
Okora,
yeah.
yeah. Okora, sorry, I do apologise.
So, do you remember this bit? He reckons he makes contact immediately with an Irish woman.
Yes.
And so he asks. Kieran's there with
His notepad of something.
notepad, drawing great big hairy balls.
Yes.
And asks the name that he plumps for Mary Malone.
Really? I mean, no, that's not really an Irishy name, really, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, story checks out.
Yeah.
She's Irish. So obviously then a message flashes up saying there's no record of Mary Malone having been there.
Yeah.
And with that, David's out the door.
Yeah. David's gone, yeah.
Worth his weight in gold.
Yeah,
He does
yeah.
turn up a bit later, but fortunately for us all, Derek comes back.
Yes.
And now, after his frothing convulsions and extreme cardboard box violence,
Yes.
earlier in the show, he now feels that he can carry on.
Yeah, he's had to have a bit of time out, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had
to
a couple of fags. probably. Checking his phone.
Yeah. Yeah, what else was here? I can't remember.
Signal.
Yeah.
He quickly back again.
Sorry, he had to dash off to the gift shop to get the book. And a scone.
Like a murderous scone.
I just need to go to the shop to get a scone. I'll just flick through the pages of the book.
He quickly feels ill again, though, and has to leave again.
Yeah, that was a bit weird, wasn't it, really?
He comes down,
Yeah.
hangs around for about a minute, going...
Yeah.
And then he goes, that pungent atmosphere. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't need to put so much dupe on, mate.
Exactly, yeah, that was a high karate he was wearing. In a confined space, it will blind you.
So then he goes away, and then about a minute later, he appears back again. So maybe he's got a bit of signal.
Yeah.
In the toilets.
Yeah.
So grim-faced, he steels himself. Okora comes back to the dark jail cells.
Yep.
And is instantly possessed by the same aggressive spirit that forcefully entered him earlier.
He did, yes. The South African guy, right?
Who is it? Yvette says as Derek rolls his eye. Creed! Creed Kaffer! Do you remember that, Mark?
I do. It was good. Wasn't he looking down his passage at this stage? Sorry to be crude. And he didn't want to go. He didn't want to enter the passage because he thought he'd get effectively like British Bulldog. He'd got kicked or something like that down as he went down there. I'm not entirely sure.
What do you make of the name Creed Kaffer? Funny name, isn't it?
It's a little bit odd. I mean,
South African spirit. Maybe it's Afrikaans, something like that.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
We'll come back to that.
Oh,
later.
you stop teasing us with this.
So here comes the obligatory filler material in some night vision.
Yes.
With some slightly suggestible people who are being freaked out by extraordinary phenomena such as darkness, rain,
cold, wet.
It is knockout stuff.
So these are the three ladies with the historian guy.
Yeah.
So he's taken the ladies off by himself.
That's right.
Yeah. I saw.
Oh, he's wearing a leather coat as well.
Yeah, he is,
cute.
isn't he? Yeah. And they're all standing around. And
yeah, God, this bit is drawn out.
This
bit is slightly tedious. It's just them wandering around. There's a vague noise. Of course, there's a vague noise.
Yes,
you're in a ruined building. What are you expecting?
Exactly. Yeah. And
I can hear rain. Yes, it's raining. It's
see-
dark. Yes, it's 2 a.m.
What was hilarious about the rain was as well. There's a few comments made like it's weird. Whenever we mention this person, are you there? The rain gets louder. Well, rain does do that. Actually, it does get louder and quieter.
Well, you mention it and then you don't. You listen.
Yeah.
What's happening is you're listening more attentively to the atmosphere.
Absolutely, yeah. It's unbelievably bad. And also, all they do is wind each other up, really.
Yeah,
you know.
I think the vet's in there to just fuck with them. Really.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah,
It's a bit boring. Oh, did someone just touch my hand?
Yeah.
Did they? Oh, something just fell on me. Is that a
Unbelievable.
normal piece of debris, or is it someone trying to warn us to leave? Probably just a piece of normal debris, isn't it?
Well, exactly. Yeah.
If you were a spirit, any self-respecting spirit, would you a tiny piece of plastic out of vet's suede boot?
And they can call that proof.
I'll show them.
Yeah. I can do anything, but I'll do that.
Oh, that didn't really inconvenience me in any major way. Oh, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, so you're right. This is a tedious bit.
Yes, it is. And then,
we're going to struggle to string this bit out.
Fortunately, Derek's back.
Yay!
And then you get to see he's back to normal now.
Yes.
That's what I've written here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that he's ever particularly normal, but he's no longer possessed.
He's been back to the gift shop.
Yeah. he's had a lot of scones. Hope he's not thinking about driving home.
No, definitely not.
Driving Harvey's car. So he's confronting a ghost in the jail cell. And we learn that he's not actually a jailer at all. He's a prisoner.
Oh no, that's got to be twice as bad.
Presumably he's in there for possession.
Nice. Oh, very good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Boom, boom.
Creed Kaffer! Creed Kaffer!
Oh, he's back again, isn't he?
Bleats Derek.
Yeah.
We know you're here, but you won't leave out of fear, he says. We know you're here. So
Yeah.
he's definitely there, Creed Kaffer.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? He's staking his reputation on this.
Yeah.
Such as it is.
Yeah.
But then they decide to hold a seance.
Oh, now this is good.
Yeah.
Now, I remember I did seances when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I never used the wine glass thing.
No.
No, it wasn't posh
I think
enough.
it's called a planchette, isn't it? The
I don't
thing
know.
that's the piece of wood that you I've done a seance.
Have you?
Yes.
In a professional capacity?
No, I was trying to get my book published, and the publishers decided I had to go and perform a seance. I think, cruelly, this was them trying to get me off the phone, to be honest. So I did do a seance in a gentleman's club in Soho, so there you go.
More of a private dance.
God, yeah, that was a fun time. Hang on, why are they holding a seance? Haven't they got two mediums on site
Yeah.
who talk to ghosts?
Well,
it seems like a bit old-fashioned, doesn't it?
it does really. I mean, obviously I've seen them do the seance.
Yeah.
It's a very strange way to communicate with anyone, really, isn't it? Because effectively all you can do is go around in circles.
Yeah.
And how many questions can you answer with a circle of any direction? Yeah.
But this really long-winded bit that goes nowhere. According to Vet's voiceover, they're there for an hour moving this glass around in semi-darkness. Vet describes the fact that nothing happens as disappointing.
Well,
Try watching it at home.
Poor sod, he's got to edit this thing. Anyway, what we got? We've got an hour of a glass going round.
45 minutes of this I've got to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm not paid enough.
The bit where a woman complains about the rain.
Yeah.
That's the A material there.
So this seance, there's no contact at all, right?
No, nothing happens.
No, okay, fair
apart
enough.
from Yvette gets increasingly annoyed.
Yes.
All her trying to wind everyone up hasn't really worked.
Yeah.
Also, you got I think David Wells is there.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Well,
he's trying to, if you are going to go out and pretend you're talking to dead people, at least move the fucking glass around so something happens.
Exactly, or I don't know, get possessed by
David,
something.
are you moving the glass? No.
Wink. We're just on a slant.
No. It's preternatural forces at work. So now Yvette and David Wells go to investigate the naval prison.
So is this where they put all the belly buttons?
Hey! That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think my possession gives.
You can vote on that, Shite listeners. Who had the better gag this week?
At this point, a lot of titting about and swearing takes place.
Yeah, she's got quite a potty mouth, that lady, isn't she? She uses the F word quite a lot, Yvette.
Yeah.
She's left her Blue Peter days behind.
Yeah, she has.
With
now
the
she's
F-bomb.
all leathered up. And
Yeah.
Swearing like a docker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. or a South African jailer.
Nothing's that bad.
No.
Yvette is not happy. Someone has touched her hand, apparently.
Yes. I'm not sure, again,
I don't think someone has touched her hand, because as we know, the historians with the other bunch of people.
Yeah. The guy with the wandering hand syndrome. Yeah. So they take that as some kind of proof of the paranormal, do they?
Well, she's the woman that is producing this show and presenting it.
Yep.
And
maybe a vested interest in longing this out.
Also, no one saw anything happen.
Yes.
We have to take her word for it that did happen.
And as soon as you start filming in the dark,
then
obviously with the funny eyes and all the rest of it gets a lot spookier, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Especially if you're... Oh God, Derek looks terrifying.
I mean, if I was Derek's agent, I'd be like, your fake tan's not coming out in that. You're not...
The eyes.
Yeah.
The eyes, man. Jesus. Oh. Actually, he does look genuinely possessed in the.
He does,
In the night vision. There is a reason why I picked this specific episode.
Is there?
As we'll come to at the end.
You keep saying that, but we've not got to it yet.
I'm keeping you on tenterhooks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's just I don't understand. You didn't get the what was going on with E17 last week.
No, I didn't get the cliffhanger, did I?
Didn't get that. I'm trying to produce a bit of, there's a story arc happening here.
There's like a point to what we're doing, is that right?
I was trying to find, I did see some other ones on, I sent you the one where he's going, Mary loves Dick.
I love that.
Mary loves Dick.
I
That's
love
a good
that.
one. And what was the other one? There's another one where he's possessed again by another evil demon. And go and look for this on YouTube, listeners, because it is excellent. And he's just saying to Yvette, he's going, "Oh, you and your breasts! I'm gonna scuttle your legs, you hear?" Oh my God, it's good.
So would Derek be using this in any way, shape, or form to actually say the things he wants to say to people?
I think it's like the equivalent of the Rob Hull's emu.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
With a ghost.
Yeah.
It wasn't me that touched you up. It was
Sam.
It was Sam. He did it. Anyway, so the voiceover kicks in with Yvette saying, "With so much activity surrounding us, I had become very nervous."
Yes. Very concerned.
Where is this activity?
I don't know.
Someone touched your hand.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? Is it?
Maybe the scones have got half price and there was a big stampede. I don't know. I mean, when you talk about paranormal activity, what has actually happened so far? Derek's been possessed by someone. They've had a seance that's proved nothing.
Yeah.
And they've heard a few random noises.
And some. The elements have scared a fairly nervous girl.
Rain was quite vicious apparently.
Yeah.
So it's hardly putting it together as The Shining, is it?
Yeah, it's not that unusual though.
No, not in the winter.
No.
Not on the moor.
Yeah. And the fact that you can hear the rain is because you're in a building with no roof. You're in a tumble down building.
So there's also the bit where the guy gets breathed on the back of his neck. Oh yes. Apparently.
Yes.
So they crack out a bit of technology at this stage because that makes it legitimate. And this isn't like an infrared thing. It can tell the temperature if you point it at something. So they point it at the ceiling, and they make a massive discovery that there's a draft because there's a hole there. I'm not sure this is cutting edge science.
Yeah, but then the guy says, but would I be feeling it here on my neck? Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You did.
Yeah,
so, I guess so.
I guess that's what's happened, really, yeah.
Nothing else has happened.
No.
Anyway, there you go. So that's that. And at the end, Yvette whimpers, "Can we get out now, please?"
Yeah, she's desperate.
I'm thinking, yes, that section did seem a bit long.
Yes.
So, okay, and summing up now, we cut back to the historian Richard Felix.
Feely.
That's right. He's now dressed like Brett Anderson's dad.
Yeah, nice.
And he spends 10 minutes discussing how much of a brilliant episode this was.
Yeah.
Despite having no supporting evidence.
No. And again, as an historian, a man of science, technically, he's let the side down massively, really. Yeah, He's only got a lot of conjecture to go on.
Well, those are kinds of evidence.
I suppose.
Clearly, he likes to keep an open mind.
Yes. I think that's clear from the beginning, really.
Felix claims that during the seance, he and the very suggestible girl we saw about 10 minutes ago howling at the rain definitely heard a foghorn.
Yes. Now, because they're doing a seance section before this as well, aren't they? So this is the second seance.
Yeah.
And
presumably in the naval...
Yeah, the naval quarters.
I think I must have fallen asleep here, but yeah.
Yeah, so they do, and they work out there's a sailor. They're talking to a sailor.
Yeah.
Somehow via the magic medium of a wine glass and a bit of wood.
Where are we? Well, we're in a naval prison.
Yeah.
It's a sailor.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Well, they ask him a question. He said, "Did you kill another sailor?" And no, he didn't. Did you do a murder? I think you might have got yes to that. Though. Right. Were you wrongly convicted? Surprise, surprise. He said yes. I've never met a prisoner in jail that was actually guilty. Apparently.
Have you met many prisoners? Have you been to jail, Mark?
I've done a bit of time, mate. I've done a bit of time. I don't talk
You've
about
done
it.
Bird?
I've done Bird,
God.
Bit of song. Anyway, so the girl manages to hear someone humming in her ear.
Yes.
Which she mistakes or doesn't mistake.
No, she says that. I do remember this now. She says that is like a hum.
Yeah.
And then he suggests foghorn.
Yeah.
Foghorns don't sound like a hum.
No, definitely.
That sounds a bit like a humming noise.
Anyway, so the seance starts to really kick off now. There's a lot of activity. There's a lot of round movements on the table. Then the table falls over.
Yeah.
Felix immediately.
Stop calling him Felix.
Sorry, immediately goes to cover the young blonde who's quite pretty. Are you all right? You all right?
That guy's a fucking hero.
Yes, yeah. Not that he kicked the table out underneath them all. I mean, I'm not going to say that happened.
And if he did, he was possessed.
He was, and he was looking like the man as well, because he was saying, no, that was it. They were also asking the guy, are you a friendly ghost?
Yeah.
And he happened to say yes.
Like Casper.
Yeah, yes. Are you going to hurt us? No, it's fine. Well, I can't hurt you anyway, because I'm not corporeal.
or present in the room.
Yes, or even real. Yeah. So anyway, he comforts the girls,
Yeah.
and they think, what a hero,
Yeah,
what a man.
Yeah.
God knows where his hands are going at this stage.
Well, he's probably just feeding them up to get the ghosts out of them or something.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
imagine
Yeah.
that- we know that word.
Ladies, you're going to need to remove your tops immediately.
Yeah.
I'm a trained spiritualist.
Jump
It's fine.
around a bit.
Yeah, yes.
Anyway, as you say, unfortunately, despite all the recording equipment they brought with them, nothing has picked this up. And that can only be proof, surely, that ghosts actually hate spiritualists.
Well, as we know, Ed, in our recording experience as well, Ed,
Yeah.
that we can, the microphone equipment we have can pick up a gnat farting from 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, mainly our chairs.
can I just give you an example?
Yeah.
That's the table I'm touching. It sounds bloody loud, doesn't it? But yet, their
What was that?
equipment...
What the fuck was that, Mark?
Well, exactly.
What was that?
Their equipment can't pick up that.
What
Why would it?
was that buzzing sound?
Unbelievable.
There's a reason why foghorns don't sound like vague humming noises.
No, that's true, yeah. Yeah. They wouldn't work otherwise, would they? Yeah.
Well, this fog's awful. What was that?
Nice.
Anyway, Kieran O'Keefe has the final word. He says that as there's no record of Creed Kaffir, the whole of Derek's communications with the other side must be dealt with a degree of scepticism. Do you think that's reasonable?
I think that's more than reasonable because he's found no record of any South African in the prison.
That's true.
Yeah,
That is what
but I think
happened.
he's quite generous with the situation as well because he's trying to be like the parapsychologist.
Yeah.
You know, his role in this is to bring balance, isn't it? So it's almost like he's the scientific person.
Yeah.
You know, so I think you can
Hey,
do.
those cocks won't draw themselves.
No, exactly. No. What is he writing down? Bullshit.
Pretty much. But now I'll tell you why we chose this episode.
Okay.
So actually, Kieran O'Keefe is being slightly disingenuous there.
Is he?
Yeah.
No, you telling me Creed
Yeah.
from South Africa was real?
No.
Oh.
No. He's not real. He's very much not real.
Right.
Kieran O'Keefe has set up Derek.
Really?
Yes.
How's he done that, Ed?
He says later that before filming with Bodmin began, he made sure that Derek was in earshot, and Kieran mentioned to one of the crew that there was a reported haunting of the jail by someone called Creed Kaffir,
Wow.
which is actually an anagram of Derek Faker.
Really?
Oh,
that's
yes.
amazing. Oh, boom,
yes.
boom, boom.
Well, that's a bit shocking, isn't it? Because Derek even came out with a Johannesburg accent. for
Exactly,
that
yeah.
bit.
And also he went mad as well.
Yeah.
He got possessed by
So
this man.
surely, what? Derek made that whole bit up.
No, I don't believe that.
Must have been. I think looking at this logically, there was a guy called Creed Kaffir.
Yeah,
very
yeah.
unusual name.
Yeah.
Was there?
Yeah.
Otherwise, Derek's just a bullshitter.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that for 1 minute.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the fact he's been set up though. I kind of like there's a bit of exposure there.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. They've been very nice to Derek in the show because later, if you actually go and look at the bit, they've spelt Creed Kaffir differently, so it isn't anagram.
Oh.
Yeah. There's no record of a Creed Kaffir, and it's spelt with a C instead of a K.
Yeah.
And Kaffir is spelt slightly different as well.
Well, the thing is, though, Okora starts off brilliantly, doesn't he? He
Yeah.
gets all those facts correct.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be reading it off the little board behind the other people's head at that stage. I don't know, you know. And then
William Lightfoot.
Yeah.
William Lightfoot.
I wonder if you asked the tour guide a week before, have you seen an orange scouse come round here? And was he asking lots of questions?
Oh yeah, leather trench coat.
Yes, him, yeah.
Lemon-coloured scarf.
He paid for 2 tickets, him and Sam.
Fucking overdosed on scones. In the,
Yeah. So Ed, we've come to the end.
Oh, it was good, wasn't it?
It was good.
What,
I mean,
what a journey.
yeah. What have we learned from this episode?
If you see an elderly Scouse man
Yes.
arguing with himself, best avoided.
Yeah, I think so.
Unless he's on television.
Yes.
In which case, yeah.
Then he's safe.
Yeah.
He can't get to you.
If you would like to get in touch with us, You can find us on Facebook.
Yep.
Or on Twitter at hello_shite. Or you can email us at hello@helloshite.com.
Also, as well, Ed, you can get in touch with us via the ether as well.
That's right.
can't you?
Tapping the tables.
Yeah, tapping the table. Just send us a message in our minds. So, Ed, I understand you're a powerful guy, and you can talk to the other side.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm what they call a sensitive mask.
A sensitive soul.
That's right.
So I had a little story attached to this house.
Okay.
As you know, this house is hundreds of years old, and the little old lady that sold it to me, she said there was a young man who was, or not young actually, was aging badly.
How old was it?
He was, I'd say late 30s, early 40s.
That sounds pretty young.
Yeah, it's quite young.
Pretty young, yeah.
Anyway, he died in a tragic accident involving a Hoover. She told me his name.
Okay.
So if I gave you that name, do you think you could channel this guy?
I could certainly try, Mark.
Yeah. I mean, are you feeling anything at the moment?
Yeah. Well, there's a cold patch next to the
I've noticed that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does seem to get quite damp and wet near the tap as well.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know if you picked up on that or not.
No, I didn't know.
No. And there's a bit of a draft by the old drafty door.
Oh, the old drafty door.
Yeah.
I love that door.
No idea where that comes from though. And so yeah. Anyway, do you think you could channel this guy?
I'll certainly give it a try. Mark.
Yeah. Okay. Do you need to?
I can't promise.
No worries.
It's down to the individual soul.
Sure. So we need to set your fake tan to communicate with the dead. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Let's turn that to 11.
Yeah, up to 11 definitely. Are you ready, Ed?
Yeah, I'm going to do this. Mark.
Okay. Yeah.
For you. Let me just loosen the old ropes.
Can you put the oars back in, please?
Okay, so what's this guy's name?
Right, so the guy's name is Dick A. Edwards. And you've no knowledge before you came here, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, no knowledge at all.
That's right.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Dick A. Edwards.
So I'll just describe what's happening now. Ed's getting into the zone.
Just centering myself
yes.
spiritually.
He's just tuning into the ethereal plane.
Well, that's right. Using the celestial ladders.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, the room's got suddenly colder as well, Ed.
What's that, Ian? Yep.
Ian?
Yeah, my other spirit guide.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, the cool!
So Ed's changed character now. Ed's left the room now. There's only Dick A. Edwards in the room. I'm going to ask him a few questions. Where are you from, Dick A. Edwards?
Hartlepool.
Not Letchworth then, where the house is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thought about that.
Yeah. Have you got any messages from beyond?
Oh, buy comfortable shoes.
Nice. And your name is Dick A. Edwards, right?
Hey, hang on. Dick A. Edwards.
Yeah, I fooled you there, mate. I fooled you. What the hell was that, Ed?
That was creaky door sound effect 4.
Well, thank you for listening, and we've not raised a professional bar in any way, shape or form. Good night.
Thank you. Have a lovely evening.
Is that creaky door number 3 or your bowels?